Now, as you guys can see in the thumbnail, Zion Williamson has undergone a little body transformation. Now, coming into the NBA, or really since high school with Zion Williamson, he's always been a bigger, bulkier guy. But these pictures that we have up in the thumbnail, and I'll probably have them up in the video for you guys. Now, he looks a little bit more smaller, but his muscles look a lot more defined. He looks a lot more shredded. Now, you guys know I'm a huge fan of the New Orleans Pelicans. I don't know what it is, man. I started making videos back in like 2021 about the Pelicans, and I just really became a fan of Brandon Ingram and a fan of Willie Green, and I'm pretty sure everyone on this earth is a fan of Zion Williamson. It's hard to dislike him, but I'm a firm believer if the New Orleans Pelicans are a healthy team, if they have Zion Williamson for 70 plus games, if they have Brandon Ingrams for 70 plus games, I'm a firm believer that they have a legit shot at an NBA championship. And I just want to tell you how crazy these injuries are and how much Zion Williamson has not been on the court. We look at him over his first 3 years in the NBA, or I should say his first 4 seasons in the NBA. He missed all of the 2021-2022 NBA season, but in the other 3 years that he did play, his rookie year, he missed, he only played 24 games. I can't do the math right now on how many games that is that he missed. His sophomore year, 61 games. Then he missed his third year, and then last season he was only available for 29 ball games. And I just think that's very insane because we all know Zion Williamson. We watch him play. When he's out there, he's one of the most unstoppable players on the court, and I think if Zion Williamson plays a full season, his numbers are going to be incredible, and he'll definitely be in the MVP conversation. So that's just why I'm so big on the New Orleans Pelicans, because you look at this team, they have the pieces, they have young pieces, man. They have young guys who are going to continue to get better. Brandon Ingram is just 25 years old. Jose Alvarado, Trey Murphy, Dyson Daniels, all of these guys are relatively young, and then they have a young, great, innovative head coach in Willie Green. So you think about all of these factors, and then you think about, wow, over the last 2 seasons since we've been putting this thing together, we've been missing the main guy. We've been missing an MVP caliber player, and that's exactly what Zion Williamson is. And I really enjoy talking about his game and his skill set, because what he is really a rarity. And I think once he gets healthy and once we see him more consistency, people will see just how and my favorite word to use with Zion Williamson is that he's a mismatch creator. There's no right defender that you can put on Zion Williamson to slow him down. You're probably gonna need 5 guys. Pause. And before we get into his skill set and what makes him so great and what makes him that mismatch problem, I also want to look at like his stats since he's come into the NBA. Other than his rookie season, he's averaged 25 plus points per game. His rookie season, he shot 59% from the field, and then in the other 2 seasons that he's played, he shot 61% from the field. So for his career, as of right now, you go look at his stats, he's averaging 26 points per game with a field goal percentage of 61. And I just think that's so insane that he's nowhere near his prime. But like, you know, we've already established he's an unstoppable force, but he's only around 6'6", 6'7". So like I said, it's really nothing we've never seen before. And when I say that you can't find a right defender to put on Zion Williamson, it's because he can beat you from so many different areas in so many different ways. And it's a shame. And this has happened throughout NBA history. You look at players like Blake Griffin, you look at guys like Sean Kemp, these super athletic guys. Most people only see that athleticism. They only see the dunks. They only see the crazy jumping and jumping out of the building to get a block, but they don't see the actual skill set of these guys. Like Zion Williamson, he is great in the low post. He has post work. He has great footwork, and he has great finesse down there. So you can't really put a smaller player on him. You can't put a 2 or a 3 on him because he can walk him down, get him on that low block, and that's barbecue chicken. He has the drop step, he has the post spin, he has the up and under, he has the hook, he has all of that around the rim. He could finish with the soft touch, or he can finish with brute force, and we know his force is really, really crazy. He's one of the strongest players in the NBA. And then also you take him out to the perimeter. Now you have a power forward, or you have a center. Some teams might want to do that to match his strength. But Zion Williamson, this is another thing that's overlooked. He has a great handle on the basketball, and also he has a crazy first step. You put both of those things together, damn near not any big in the NBA, maybe except for his Giannis, or some super big athletic quick guy, Bam Adebayo. Maybe one of those guys can stay with Zion Williamson stride for stride when it comes to his quick first step. But when you take account into that guy having a handle on the basketball and then having an elite quick first step, no big is going to be able to stay in front of him out on the perimeter. So Zion Williamson, I feel like his game right now, and this is crazy because as skilled as he is, it's still very raw. I still feel like there's some things that he could add to his game that can make him even more unstoppable. And this is a lot to ask for him because he already has a game and a skill set that's unstoppable. But if he adds any sort of mid-range jump shot to his game, he'd probably be one of the best players in NBA history. But we'll see how his career takes a toll. I think for right now, the main thing for him is just staying healthy for a year, and then also he's not only crazy with the basketball in his hands, but it's gonna be really fun, man. I can't wait to, and I'm hoping that the three of these guys can stay healthy and play with each other, CJ McCollum and Brandon Ingram. But I feel like any two-man game that involves Zion Williamson, whether it's BI and Zion or CJ McCollum and Zion, I think it's gonna be very, very fun to watch because it's gonna be a pick your poison type of situation, because those two guys are just as dangerous with the basketball in their hands, because they can also hurt you in so many different ways. So I just want to touch up on that with you guys today. This video probably won't be that long, but Zion Williamson, he's had a body transformation. He looks amazing. You can see it in his face. When people lose weight, their face looks a lot different, and then also he looks smaller, but his muscles looked a lot more defined. So that's gonna be it for the Pelicans, and I do have some other news for you guys. I just started a Discord. It's gonna be a link to it is gonna be in the description and in the comment section. I would love for you guys to join that, and it's nothing crazy. It's just an easier way for me to communicate with you guys. Bunch of different channels set up in there. We have a channel just for chatting, if you want to talk about the NBA, NFL, sports betting, whatever, music. We could talk about all of that in the Discord. So I would love for you guys to join that so we can communicate with each other a little bit more. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, comment down below if you agree or disagree, and then subscribe for more weekly content. We do this all the time, man, and that's curtains.